Bubble, bubble pata bubble, bubble pata bubble. Guys, if you want to know how to make this Jamaican chicken soup, stay tuned, keep watching, and let's go.
Guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'll be making some Jamaican chicken soup. And we all know, say, in a Jamaica, if anything there, you drink some chicken soup and you're good. Alright, you have the flu and you're recovering, you drink some chicken soup, you have some pain in your back or your stomach or in your foot, your granny almost always gonna say is gas, and she'll give you some chicken soup and you're good to go. Alright, so I have some ingredients here and we're gonna get into the video. So firstly, as you can see, I have some cocoa and yam, yellow yam. I have some pumpkin and carrot. I have some chicken and chicken foot right here. I have some thyme and I have some chopped escallion. I have 2 corn chopped, some flour to make some spinners and dumpling. I have a Scotch bonnet pepper, I have some garlic, I have some pimento berries right here. And right here so I have the star of the show, Grace cock soup mix. Alright? So without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video. And the first thing we're gonna do is set on some water to boil. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, to boil we've added about 2 quarts of water, which is about 8 cups of water. And then what we're going to do is to add the chicken feet once it has come to a boil. And we're only adding the chicken feet because if we add the chicken breast, it's essentially going to just be shredded out and we don't want that. Alright, so we're gonna add the chicken feet to boil first. Alright, so as soon as it comes to a boil, we're going to do that. Alright, so the water is boiling now, and I have my famous soup spoon, and we're only going to add the chicken feet to boil. Alright, be careful and don't let it burn you off. Alright, so we're only going to add the chicken feet. Alright, but we're not only adding the chicken feet, we're also going to add the carrots and the pumpkin. Alright, and this will give it some time to cook and also to develop some flavor and color also. Alright, so we've added those and we're just going to allow this to cook for about 30 minutes or so. Oh, I've also forgotten to add my garlic, so I'm going to add my 3 cloves of garlic now. And what you want to do is that you want to crush them a little bit, alright, so the flavor can be drawn from the garlic. So we're just going to add these along to the pot and allow it to boil for 30 minutes. Alright, so in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and peel the yam and the cocoa. Alright, so I have some water here, and what you want to do is that you want to peel the yam or peel any of the starch that you peel. You want to add it to the water, and what the water does is to slow down oxidation or to stop, to prevent it. And oxidation essentially is when the air touches the starch, it changes color. So if you notice when you peel the yam, it starts to change to brown or to orange. That's oxidation at work. Alright, so to prevent that, we're going to add it to the water. Alright, so I have my knife and we're just going to go ahead and peel the yam. Alright. want to get your yam in cubes, we're gonna add it to the water. Alright, it's up to you how it is that the size that you want to cut your yam. You can cut it small, medium, big. It's all up to you. Alright? And as you can see, I only have yam and cocoa here as main starch. But of course you can add Irish potato, chocho, anything that you please, alright? But today I'm only adding yam and cocoa. And you notice I'm also wearing glove. What the glove does is to help, because the yam, it itches. It can scratch, as Jamaicans say. Alright, so you don't want it to touch your hand and your skin because it is going to itch. Alright? So we're just gonna peel cocoa. Alright, so now that we're finished peeling the yam and the cocoa, we're gonna wash our hands because you want your hands to be clean, because now we're going to be needing some flour to make dumpling. Alright, so here I have 2 cups of flour. We're just gonna add it to this. And we have a 1/3 cup of cornmeal. We're gonna add this. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're just gonna mix this. So that everything is properly combined. Then we're gonna add our water, create a well in the middle. Add some water, and we're just gonna mix that in. Alright, this could use a little bit more water, so we're just gonna add a little water. Alright. And now we're just gonna knead. So you want to use the dough and just clean up everything that is left, or anything that remains in the container, and you're just gonna knead that in. Alright, so you're just gonna be doing this until it's nice and smooth. And there we have it, kneaded flour. Alright, and we're going to use this to make some dumpling and spinners, and I'll show you when I'm going to do that. Alright, so we're going to check on our pot now. After 30 minutes, this is what we have. Alright, So now we're gonna start adding things to the pot. First thing we're gonna add is the yam and the cocoa. So you want to take your time so that you don't burn yourself up when adding those things. And we're just gonna stir this in. Alright, the next thing we're gonna add is our corn. Alright, so you want to drop your corn in. We're gonna stir. Cover and allow to cook for 10 minutes. Alright, so after 10 minutes, this is what we have. This is what we have after 10 minutes. So now we're gonna add add the dumplings. Alright, so we're gonna make some dumpling. I'm gonna show you how to make the spinners, and I'm gonna show you how to make the regular dumpling. Alright, so let's do that right now. Alright, so to make the spinners, we're just gonna pinch off a little piece, alright, like this. And we're just gonna roll it in our hand like this, alright? And just like that, you have the spinners, alright? So you roll it in your hand like this, and we have the spinners, alright? So we're gonna add it to the pot. Now we're just going to do a regular dumpling, alright? So you want to pinch off a big enough piece, and you're just gonna roll it in your hand like this, alright? And everybody makes dumpling differently. So we're just gonna roll it in our hand like this, between our palms. And then we're gonna press, take up, adjust. Alright? And if you think it needs like to be rounded up some more, you can just put it back in your hand. Like this one needed a little bit more rounding. So put in your hand, roll, just to round it up. So this thumb here is helping you to roll the dumpling, alright? Press, take up, adjust. Alright, so this one is good, alright? And now we're just gonna add it to the pot. Alright, so now that we've added all the dumpling, we're just gonna give it a stir. And then now we're going to add our pimento berries. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and add those. Stir it in. This is what we have going on here. And as you can see, the pumpkin has given it a really nice color. We haven't added the cock soup mixes yet, and it has a really nice color. So I really love the color I'm getting right here. I thought the camera was rolling, so the next thing I added was the thyme and the escallion. Alright, so we've added the chopped escallion, we've added the thyme, and we're now gonna add the Scotch bonnet pepper, and now we're gonna add the remaining pieces of chicken. Alright, so we didn't want to put it in earlier because we didn't want the chicken to essentially be shredded and mashed out in the soup. Alright, so now we're gonna add the chicken. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and add the chicken. I'm gonna mix that in. It's chicken breast, so it's going to cook easily. Alright, and that is why we didn't want to add it in the beginning, because by now it would have been lost. Alright, and we don't want that. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our cock soup mix. Alright, so we're just gonna tear this and go ahead. Alright, so as it relates to the cock soup mix, it comes with noodles. A lot of persons don't like the noodles in the soup, and what you can do if you don't like the noodles in the soup is to run it through a strainer, so you only get the powder. Alright, but I don't have a problem with the noodles, so I'm gonna go ahead and add it. And we're adding 2. We're just gonna go ahead and stir that in. Oh my gosh, guys, the smell is amazing. The smell is so amazing. I love it. And of course, we're gonna get our tasting spoon, because we need to know if it needs any adjustment. The cock soup mix has a lot of salt in it, so we just want to know if it's okay, or do we need to add some salt. I think it's okay. Let me just have a little bit more. I think it is okay. Alright. But if when you're cooking your soup and you taste it and it needs some more salt, or if you want to add some all-purpose seasoning, you can go right ahead. Alright? Alright, so we're just gonna cover this and allow it to cook for about 15 more minutes, and then we're gonna check again. All right. All right, so after 15 minutes, this is what we have going on here. Oh my gosh, the smell is amazing. Guys, come on, now come with a bowl and let me just share this up for y'all, because I mean, this is amazing. The smell is amazing. This pepper burst, so let me take it out because it is hot. Alright, so I'm gonna take out this pepper and I'm gonna go ahead and taste it again. Yes, this is it. Alright, guys. Yes, this is it. We're now in the flu/influenza season, so you definitely want to know how to make your nice pot of chicken soup. Alright, if you live in winter countries, you're currently experiencing snow and it's very cold, you want to just make this nice pot of chicken soup to help you keep warm. And this is how you make it, guys. Look at it, absolutely amazing. The soup is amazing. The smell, oh my gosh, can't wait to have a bowl. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is it. Alright, so there you have it, guys, my Jamaican chicken soup recipe. Alright, if you're living in cold countries and you want to be warm, just watch my video, make my chicken soup, and you will definitely be warm. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you indeed like my chicken soup recipe. And follow me on my other socials at CookingwithShane876 on TikTok and on Instagram at CookingwithShane876. And I hope you guys enjoy my recipe and enjoy this video. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Remember, be safe in the kitchen, keep cooking, peace.